In the world of the Transformers, the Decepticons bring terror from the skies with their army of Seekers. Usually led by Starscream, they can carry out their missions of conquest, proving their might.
Attack from the sky!
Among them now is the female Decepticon warrior who backs up her strength with a sharp tongue, Slipstream.
Well, well, well. Look who just got to the party!
Don't start with me, woman.
Start what? Who's starting?
I'd like to thank my patrons and my channel members for your continued support. Consider becoming one, or purchase some merch. Links are in the description below. In the original 3-part pilot for the G1 cartoon, numerous unnamed Seekers in various colors filled the Decepticon ranks. Although some of them were given names over the years, quite a few of these air warriors slipped into a stream of obscurity.
I'm heading in for repairs. I'll settle you back.
It is possible that some were rebuilt into upgraded forms, but that is a discussion for another day.
We've come for the girl. And we will get the girl or else.
For many years, fans have wondered about the possibility of female Decepticons, Seekers or otherwise, among their ranks. Especially considering the Japanese manga for Transformers Victory included Deathsaur's wife, Esmeralda, and Leozak's sister, Lyzak. Even the BotCon exclusive cover for IDW's Infiltration Issue 0 in 2005 included a sketch of a lone female Seeker. However, in Transformers Animated, all of the Seekers were quite literally clones of the treacherous Decepticon, Starscream, that were given life using fragments of the Allspark, made to serve as Starscream's personal squadron.
But it's completely like you to hide behind an army of cheap knockoffs.
Each clone exhibited aspects of Starscream's personality. These included his ego, his deceitfulness, and even his cowardice. Among the clones was a single female Seeker, but when Starscream asked,
So, which part of me did you come from?
Don't ask.
Being that they were clones, all of the male Seekers were voiced by Starscream's voice actor, Tom Kenny.
But your genius pales in comparison to the genius of our leader, the original Starscream.
For the female Seeker, voice actress Tara Strong had Tom Kenny read all of her dialogue first to ensure she kept all of Starscream's mannerisms.
Oh, haven't you figured it out yet? He's a pathological liar.
Quick-witted and short-tempered, her attitude towards the original Starscream always came with a snidey remark.
What are you doing? Aim for his slot chamber.
Very fast, chamber! Don't tell me how to slot Megatron!
Once she realized that Megatron was better suited to lead the Decepticons, she and the other Seekers joined forces with him,
Any leader has to be an improvement over you.
as she used her strategic skills to battle against Omega Supreme.
Size. That's it. Everyone, aim for the legs.
Although quickly blasted away, she remained in hiding while the other Decepticons were captured. Had the show continued for a 4th season, she would have returned with her own team of Decepticons. Interestingly, none of the other Seekers were given names in the show. Since their colors matched previous well-known Seekers of the past, they eventually were given their corresponding names along with profiles in the Allspark Almanac in 2009. However, the female clone was only referred to as the female Starscream. She also unfortunately did not receive any toys throughout the animated toy line. Her purple and teal color scheme had some fans believe she was based on Generation 2 Ramjet. Derek J. Wyatt stated that her colors were loosely based on the Decepticon Overlord. For the Allspark Almanac, she was finally given a profile with the name of Slipstream. Now, this name has been used in Transformers media before. A member of G.I. Joe, codenamed Slipstream, was a pilot who flew his Conquest X-30 in a dogfight against a squadron of Decepticons in the Marvel Comics. In the Transformers Armada video game, a Minicon named Slipstream gave gliding abilities to any Autobot he power links to. The name has also been attributed to a generic Autobot in the UK exclusive tie-in comic to the 2007 live-action film. However, this new female Decepticon Seeker Slipstream slowly began to appear in more Transformers stories. As part of the aligned continuity in the 2010 video game War for Cybertron, Slipstream was an unlockable playable character in the game's escalation mode. Voiced by Jessica Strauss, Slipstream blasted her Autobot foes while hurling sarcastic insults.
That's the last we'll hear out of that guy. In your faces, Autobots!
She would later appear in the 2011 novel Exiles as she battled Optimus Prime on the planet Junkion. This version of the character was the first to receive a toy in 2013. As part of the Transformers Collectors Club subscription service, Slipstream was a redeco of Transformers Prime's Starscream, transforming into a jet resembling an F-16 Falcon. Slipstream was also released as part of the Creo Microchangers toy line in 2014 with the name Slipstrike, probably for trademark reasons. Despite her slow rise to fame, Slipstream was absent from the Transformers Prime cartoon. For its sequel series, Transformers Robots in Disguise in 2015, the female Decepticon Seeker was ignored in favor of a new version of the male Minicon Slipstream. As seen in the series, Slipstream and his partner, Jetstorm, were once pupils of the Decepticon Shadow Raker, being trained as thieves. However, when the Decepticon Deadlock left Shadow Raker and became the Autobot Drift, Jetstorm and Slipstream followed as they traveled to Earth as bounty hunters before joining forces with Bumblebee and his team. Voiced by Roger Craig Smith, Slipstream was the calmer one, as he did his best to follow in Drift's footsteps.
We will not let you down, Master.
As deployer Minicons, Slipstream and Jetstorm transformed into buzzsaws that could be launched from Drift's forearms as they hunted the various Decepticons of the prison ship Alchemore. As the series continued, the pair learned much from their team as they proved themselves to Drift.
Now that we have begun deploying from other Autobots, surely there are many new combat techniques you can teach us.
Yes, 1,035 of them.
They were even able to apply their lessons in taking down Shadow Raker.
My students are my legacy, a worthy legacy. That ends the lesson.
Also in 2015, the very first figure of animated Slipstream was released as part of Takara's Legends toy line in Japan. Instead of being a recolor of a Seeker, Slipstream was a retool of 2014's Transformers Generations Windblade. The tie-in Legends manga explained that after the events of the animated cartoon, Slipstream remained in hiding. To escape, she paid Swindle to remodel her body and had her wings equipped with interdimensional gyro rotors, where she could flee into the zany Legends world. From there, she met up with a version of G1 Megatron, who hired Slipstream as an office employee at his Terrakura company. Despite all the antics around the office, she remained loyal to Megatron until she returned to her homeworld and attempted to free the animated Decepticons from prison. While it took some time for the Decepticon Seeker to get her wings, Slipstream finally was given a larger role in 2018 for Transformers Cyberverse. Voiced by Leanne Marie Dobbs, Slipstream was the bossy captain of a squadron of elite Seekers sent to Earth by Starscream.
Looking forward to seeing you? That was so extremely low intelligence. Speaking of low intelligence, Acid Storm, Thundercracker, report!
Tasked with locating the Ark, Slipstream quickly garnered a rivalry with Windblade, as she did her best at keeping her Seekers in line.
Thundercracker.
Is any of that true?
Well, not really, but it's scarier that way.
Thundercracker!
As the main villain of the show's first season, Slipstream even received several toys as well. When Starscream had pushed Megatron to his limit, Slipstream was promoted to Air Commander of the Seekers as the Decepticons continued their battles with the Autobots on Earth. Unbeknown to her, Starscream had acquired the Allspark and secretly took control of the Seekers. Learning of Starscream's insane plans,
I will tell all the world you're straight insanity!
She attempted to escape to warn her fellow Decepticons. Unfortunately, Soundwave believed Slipstream was in league with Starscream and attempted to kill her for being a traitor. Desperate to warn anyone who would listen, Slipstream was at least able to tell Windblade
Starscream will destroy us all!
Then we must tell Optimus and Megatron immediately.
before she was murdered by Bludgeon. With her new rise in popularity, Slipstream also appeared in IDW's rebooted continuity as a member of a radical group of Decepticons known as the Rise. Put in command of her own unit by Shockwave and Megatron, Slipstream successfully carried out a few terrorist missions as her team was dubbed as Team Stream by Flame War. As the Decepticons rose to become the Decepticons under Megatron's leadership, Slipstream and her team continued to battle against the Autobots until their foes were forced to flee Cybertron. It was this version of Slipstream that also served as the basis for her brief appearance in IDW's Shattered Glass comics. Slipstream was also a playable character in mobile games such as Earth Wars and Forged to Fight. She was also one of the Seekers seen in IDW's My Little Pony Transformers comic crossover. Most recently in 2024, Slipstream was seen in the animated film Transformers 1 as one of Starscream's High Guard alongside many familiar characters who would eventually become the Decepticons. As part of the Transformers Legacy United toy line, a brand new figure of Slipstream was released in 2024. Like her animated counterpart, this figure was a retool of Legacy Windblade, complete with gyro rotors on her wings. However, her helmet is styled after the Align version of the character, and the marketing material states that this Slipstream is from Transformers Cyberverse. Firmly now established as one of the many Decepticon Seekers, it certainly made some fans wonder if she was indeed one of the unnamed Seekers on Earth in the More Than Meets the Eye pilot. Since some of them had no speaking roles, it is possible she was among them, waiting for the day she could finally step into the spotlight and even annoy the likes of Starscream.
Hey, use me or lose me.
She's not so hot. She's hot enough to replace you whenever I choose.
While there have been other versions of Slipstream, it has become clear that the female Seeker has become the most prominent version of the character. Whether a clone of Starscream, or simply another Seeker that has risen from the ranks, Slipstream always makes sure to get the job done. With her ability to mask her energy signature, her quick-witted strategies, and her sharp tongue, the Decepticons can always count on her despite her temper.
You betray my command! I should execute you for this.
But what do you think? Has Slipstream earned her place among the Decepticon ranks? Favorite version of the character? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and if you like this video, be sure to thumbs up and subscribe. I have many more Transformers videos like this coming soon, so stay tuned. And as always, until next time, till all are one.
Do that at our leisure, when our more important work is done. You have had the only warning I intend to give.